Hi class, welcome to week 5. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're gearing up for a week of writing because that's really what week 5 is. Saturday you started by writing your first paragraph on evidence, and really for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons, you'll be writing paragraphs that then will be revised and put into your first paper, which is due with lesson 17, so 6 lessons away. So instead of talking individually about each of the assignments, I want to take a minute and talk about the overview of what's going to be happening over the next week and a half as we work towards lesson 17, which will be due 2 weeks from Tuesday. So we're getting close to that assignment. So over the next 6 lessons, you'll be learning about logos, ethos, and pathos. You started learning about logos last lesson with lesson 10, and now you'll continue that on Tuesday with lesson 11 and talking about argument clarity. And remember that as you're writing these paragraphs, you're evaluating the evidence and the argument clarity and the ethos and the pathos of the article you chose from lesson 4. That's your focus. And in just a minute, I'm going to go to that assignment and just make sure you understand that assignment. But remember that all the paragraphs for the next 6 lessons really deal with that article. So it gets confusing because Thursday this week and Tuesday next week, you're finding some extra research for your final essay that has to do with your topic and the article that you're writing about, but it won't have anything to do with this first paper. So as you get into that research and into those lessons, let me know if you get confused between the two. Just a quick note about the peer review paragraphs. I really value the peer review process, and I think that it can be a valuable thing to have someone look at your essays. I'm also in those boards trying to make comments sporadically as well on how your drafts are going. But if I notice that you say that you're posting in the boards and you're not, or if you're not giving your peers a valuable review, then I am going to be taking points off those lesson submission scores. So make sure that you are not rushing through that process, and look at peer reviewing as an act of service. You know, you're looking at someone's essay and trying your best to give them good feedback, and hopefully that will be returned to you as well. So let's just take a minute and look at the essays so that you understand what you're writing to over the next couple weeks. So if we go into assignment descriptions and scoring standards, it lists the essays. And the first one we're working on here is the rhetorical analysis. And the rhetorical analysis essay is again on that article from lesson 4. Let me get this sheet open. I didn't have it open ahead of time. Sorry about that. And it is all about evaluating an argument. So if you look here at the assignment, you'll notice that you're analyzing the persuasive devices and effectiveness of an article. So that's what you're doing over the next 6 lessons. You're evaluating the logos and the ethos and the pathos, and you really are not making any arguments about whether or not the conclusions or the statements in the article are correct, or if you agree. None of that is in this essay. It's all about the effectiveness of the article. And you'll see here when you go to write your paper that your logos and ethos and pathos are the paragraphs that you've been writing. You won't just transplant them in. You'll have to put them in and then edit for flow and to make sure that they match the claim that you'll write here at the very end. But for the most part, a lot of the rough draft will be done over the next 6 lessons. So you won't have to sit down and write this 6-page paper, in one lesson. You'll be doing it over and over. So, eventually you're going to have this one claim where you're going to say, the article title by so-and-so is effective in its argument because of its well-developed ethos, credible pathos, and strong logos, and that will become your main claim, and then you'll go through and you'll add some argumentation to those paragraphs, and that will be your paper. So you'll have a summary, so I'll take a look at those summaries that you wrote with Saturday's lesson, and that will go in here, and then those paragraphs that you're writing. So as you're looking through the lessons this week and getting going, let me know if you have any questions. But just remember that these paragraphs have a purpose and that you're working towards that final essay here. And really that's the biggest focus this week. You'll notice that each of the lessons, if we go back to our, each of our lessons have a paragraph this week. So you'll be doing a lot of writing and a lot of times a little bit of reading or practice of the rhetorical device, ethos, pathos, or logos that you are evaluating and writing about that day. So again, let me know if you have any questions, and good luck this week. Bye.